Erev Tov Rabotai, we are continuing our Mishna Yomi, Masechet Berachot. We are up to Perek Daled Mishnah Bet. Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana היה מתפלל בכניסתו לבית המדרש ובציאתו תפילה קצרה. Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana, one of the Tanaim, would recite a prayer upon entering the Beit HaMidrash and a prayer upon exiting the Beit HaMidrash. A short prayer, tefillah ktsara. Amru lo, the sages asked him, Ma makom litfilah zu, which the Rav says, klomar mativah. What is the nature of this prayer? What is the text? What is the context? Amar lem, so he responded to the sages, Bichnisati, upon entering, ani mitpalel, I pray, shelo te'era takala ledi, that a mishap should not come out through me. Ubitziati, and upon exiting, ani noten hodei chelki, I extend thanks, gratitude for my portion. Now the Rav explains these prayers. Shelo te'era takala, that a mishap shouldn't occur, meaning shelo yavo michshol aledi, that a stumbling block should not come through me. Like the Breita writes, explains, what would his prayer be? Shelo ekasher bidvar halacha, shelo ekasher bidvar halacha v'yismechu chaverai, that I shouldn't make a mistake in the halacha and have my friends rejoice over it. Why? What will be the evil that comes out through me? I'm going to be the cause of their punishment. Meaning, he did not pray, Hashem, protect me from making a mistake in halacha. Why? Because he knew that even if he made a mistake, his friends, the Chachamim, would catch that mistake and outnumber him. And we know Yachid v'Rabim, halacha ki rabim. Halacha follows the multitude. Rather, his prayer was, I don't want to make a mistake and have my friends rejoice, either in their hearts or outright. It's a little doubtful outright because we're talking about Tanaim. Maybe something, he was afraid something minuscule, minute in their heart, and that will cause them to be punished. And he didn't want that. So he prayed to Hashem, prevent me from making a mistake. That way it shouldn't be the cause of anyone's punishment. Now, the Mishnah says, upon exiting, he would recite thanks for his portion, which the Rav explains. I thank Hashem for the portion that he granted me. That he appointed my portion, he put my portion amongst the Torah scholars in the Beit HaMidrash. The Rav ends off by saying these two prayers upon entering and exiting, it is an obligation upon each and every individual to recite it. Because this is what the Breita says. When he enters, what would he say? And when he exited, what did he say? Mashma, implying that it's an obligational prayer. Because the Breita didn't say Ma haya omer. What would he say? If it would have said Ma haya omer, that sounds like it's relating a story. Oh, you should know, by the way, Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana used to say Ma hu omer. What did he say? Sounds like it's important for us to know what he said. So we learn that it's an obligational prayer. And if you look in Shulchan Aruch, chapter 110, halacha 8, I believe. Yes, chapter 110, halacha 8. You'll see Maran Shulchan Aruch brings us down the halacha that a person is obligated to recite it upon entering and exiting. For more information, look up the Acharonim there. That is the end of Mishnah Bet Rabotai. Now Mishnah Gimel, Rabotai. Mishnah Gimel discusses now, back to the laws of the Shmona Esrei. Is a person always obligated to recite the full 19 blessings that we have? Or maybe in some situations when a person is burdened or busy or involved in something, he has permission to shorten the Shmona Esrei. That is going to be the following Mishnah. Now, Rabban Gamliel says, B'chol Yom, every single day of the week, during the weekdays, Mitpalel Adam Shmona Esrei, right? Sunday through Friday, a person prays the 19 blessings, meaning not on Shabbat. Now, Rabbi Yoshua says, Me'en Shmona Esrei. A person prays me'en, similar to Shmona Esrei. What's going on? Now the Chachamim, the sages say, the Meiri, one of the Rishonim writes, Ladad Rabban Gamliel, according to Rabban Gamliel, afilu bishat adchak, even if a person is in a pressing situation, chova להתפלל את כל התפילה בשלמות. He's obligated to still recite the full 19 blessings. ואין אדם רשאי לפתור את עצמו בתפילה קצרה יותר. A person does not have permission to shorten the prayer. Now, why did Rabban Gamliel say the 18 blessings if really we have 19? Because the Mefarshim say that the 19th blessing of Laminim v'Lamalshinim was enacted after he wrote this Mishnah. But really, Rabban Gamliel was referring to our full Shemona Esrei, which today is 19 blessings. Rabbi Yehoshua Omer, however, Rabbi Yehoshua says, the Rav writes, Eat the Mefarshi b'Gemara. There is an opinion of the Gemara that explains Rabbi Yehuda when he said, when Rabbi Yehoshua said Me'en Shemona Esrei, similar. The Rav writes, Eat the Mefarshi b'Gemara. Some people explain in the Gemara, she'omer mikol bracha bracha mina emtseyot b'kotzer v'kotem al kol achat v'achat. Some people explain Rabbi Yehoshua that the middle blessings, we have three portions of Shemona Esrei. We have the praise in the beginning, the first three. We have the middle, which is the request, and the last three, which are the thanks, hoda'ah. Now, Rabbi Yehoshua, according to some in the Gemara, what he meant was the middle blessings you're going to condense, meaning, Ata chonen la'adam da'at, baruch ata Hashem, chonen da'at, hashivenu avinu toratecha, baruch ata Hashem, aratzeh b'shuvah. You're going to cut out the middle context, but the first three and last three you have to leave how they are. That's how some explain Rabbi Yehoshua. And some people say, Havinenu Hashem Elokeinu l'dat da'akecha, that there was one blessing called Havinenu, that it's one blessing that has in it all the basic ideas of the middle brachot. And you would conclude Baruch Hashem Shmei Tefillah. That's what Rabbi Yehoshua says a person could do b'shat adchak. Either, according to some opinions, you would condense the middle portion of Shemona Esrei to only say the beginning and end. Ata chonen adam da'at, Baruch Hashem chonen da'at. Or there was one blessing you would say Havinenu, that had all 19 inside of it, the context of it, and it would end Baruch Hashem Shemei Tefillah. Right, and if you look at the Biur, it says Rabbi Yehoshua Sover. Rabbi Yehoshua's opinion is שאף פי שאנשי כנסת הגדולה תיקנו לומר 18 ברכות בנוסח מסוים, even though the men of great assembly, the אנשי כנסת הגדולה, who enacted the prayers, the 19 blessings, or 18 originally, even though when they enacted it, they meant for it to be recited in its full way it's written, מכל מקום, nevertheless, לאדם שטרוד בדברים אחרים, Rabbi Yehoshua held that a person who is burdened with other matters, וקשה לו להתפלל על כל התפילה בשלמות ולכוון בה, and it's very difficult for him to have to pray the entire 19 blessings and focus properly, אפילו אם אפשר לו לעשות כן, even if he's able to do so, right? Even though it says מכל מקום, לאדם שטרוד בדברים אחרים וקשה לו להתפלל לכל התפילה בשלמות ולכוון בה, אפילו אם אפשר לו לעשות כן אם יתאמץ, even if the person, it's hard for him to concentrate, but if he forces himself, he'll be able to concentrate. הקטירו לומר נוסח מקוצר של התפילה. We allowed him to say, Rabbi Yehoshua says, a smaller portion of the תפילה. אבל גם הוא מודה לרבן גמליאל, but obviously Rabbi Yehoshua agrees to רבן גמליאל, שמי שאינו טרוד, that somebody who's not burdened, חייב להתפלל לתפילת 18 בשלמות. He has to recite 18 completely. ואינו רשאי לקצר, and he's not allowed to shorten. That's how the Meiri explains Rabbi Yehoshua's opinion. Now, the Mishnah ends up with Rabbi Akiva's opinion. Rabbi Akiva says, Im shigura tfilato bepiv, if the prayer, shigura, the Rav explains, shu lamud veragil ba, he's accustomed to it. He knows it already, the words. If he's accustomed to the words of the tefillah already in his mouth, yitpalel 18, he should pray 18. V'im lav, and if he's not accustomed, meaning he has to actually focus a lot just to read the words. So, im lav, if it's not flowing from his mouth, me'en 18, he prays the me'en. So Rabbi Akiva's in the middle. Rabban Gamliel says, always say full. Rabbi Yehoshua says, no, you could say small. And Rabbi Akiva says, depends. If the prayer is shigura bepiv, it's accustomed in your mouth, then you pray the full. But if the prayer is not regular, it's not a custom in your mouth, then you pray the shortened version. Now let's see the Rav. The Rav writes, "V'halacha ki Rabbi Akiva." The halacha follows Rabbi Akiva. Shemi she'en tfilato shigura bepiv. One who the prayer is not accustomed to him in his mouth, or b'shadat chak, or it's a very pressing time. Mitpalel adam shalosh rishonot v'shalosh acharonot v'havinenu be'emtza shimen kol ha'emtzayot. When we said you say havinenu, you obviously have to say the first three, which are praising God, havinenu in the middle, and the last three, which are thanking God. That you always have. First three and last three, you always have to say. The question was, do I have to make a condensed version of each of the 18 of the other middle blessings, or can I just put havinenu as one middle blessing? Right? When Rabbi Yeshua said you can say havinenu, he meant first three, havinenu, last three. He writes the same thing for Rabbi Akiva. Somebody who is pressed or it's not accustomed to him in his mouth, he could say the first three, havinenu, last three. Chutz mi'amim ha'geshamim, except for the rainy season, which we know is from after Sukkot till second day of Pesach, or last days of Pesach. Chutz mimot ha'geshamim, she'enu mitpalel havinenu, that he does not say havinenu, mipnei shetzarich lomar she'ela beberkat shem, because he has to say barech alenu, he has to say v'ten ta'alu matar livracha. V'chutz mimotzei Shabbatot v'yomim tovim, and except for Motzei Shabbat and Yom Tov, shetzarich lomar Abdullah b'chonen dat, you have to say Ata chonantanu in chonen hadat. For more of this, Rabotai, please look in the Shulchan Aruch, chapter 110, Halacha 1. It comes out, Rabotai, just to conclude, we have three opinions here. Ladat Rabban Gamliel, according to Rabban Gamliel, lo itiru litpalel me'en 18 b'shum mikre. You can never pray a smaller version of 18, condensed version. There it is, condensed version. Rather, person always has to recite the full 18 that was enacted. Now, according to Rabbi Yeshua, anybody that is burdened with something that is difficult for him to pray, the full 19 blessings, he's allowed to pray the smaller version, which is 3 in the beginning, havinenu in the middle, and 3 in the end. Even if when he forces himself to be able to have kavanah, the Yeshua says you're not required to do that. And according to Rabbi Akiva, they allow you to pray the smaller 18 somebody who cannot pray properly right now, he's distracted, he cannot pray properly, the words are not flowing from his mouth, or he's distracted, so we gave him the 3 in the beginning, the 1 in the middle, and the 3 in the end. That is the Mishna Yomi for today, Rabotai. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen v'amen.